The following program is made possible with the support of Diana Corbett with Century 21 Sawyer and Associates, Hendrick Toyota Scion of Wilmington, Papa John's Pizza, Port City Daily, and WILM.
Campus of John T. Hoggard High School. I'm Don Osterbo, joined by my boss, the principal, Mr. Sam Highsmith. How you doing, Sam?
I'm great, Don. I'm really looking forward to this. This is like coming home. This is the school I attended as a student. I taught and started my coaching career here, and I was glad to be back here at Hoggard.
And not only were you a student here, you were also a teacher here, and you were also an assistant principal down at Ashley High School, and now you're currently the principal of Myrtle Grove Middle School, and I'm glad to have you out here. And I understand, a lot of kids out here, you know both teams. You got a son on the varsity team on the boys game, and you're going to be a spectator for that one. And tonight we're going to talk a little bit of round ball with these girls game. And this game is pretty intriguing as far as the standings go. Hoggard comes in now leading the league at 7-1 after beating Hanover the other night. Laney comes in at second. Hanover's sitting down at third, but Ashley at 6-3 with a win here, can creep up the standings and bump Hoggard out of first and make it really tough and make next week's games really important.
And I'm sure Coach Gale has emphasized that with her kids, and I know they're going to come in here excited with the opportunity to knock off the first place team. I think it sets up to be a great game.
Yeah, certainly. And the Ashley Screaming Eagles starters are being announced right now. Number 10, Carly Barron. Number 20, Dana Craig. Number 22, Lola Lovett. Number 25, Jada Backus. And number 30, China Cotton. And Cotton and Backus are typically where their offense rolls through. And look for those two girls to try to get off early. And then, of course, Dana Craig in the middle.
Yes, I'm expecting big things from Dana. One of the exciting things for me, I see several of my former Myrtle Grove students out here playing against each other on both teams. And that's going to be a great matchup.
It certainly is. And the Hoggard starters were just announced. And number 11, Tara Poteet. Number 12, Julia Bueller. Number 24, Madison Huckabee. Number 31, Aaliyah Thompson. And one of those Myrtle Grove students, number 34, Emma Hollywood Haywood.
I am really looking forward to seeing Emma play. She's a kid that when she walked onto the campus of Myrtle Grove, she had that confidence. She knew she was a baller. She showed it there at Myrtle Grove, and I'm excited to see her play out here.
Yeah, Emma had 15 against Hanover, so she's coming off a big ball game. Her and Bueller are really the offensive powerhouse for the Hoggard Vikings. And, Coach Boubacar is really stresses defense, and they really blocked those ladies down from Hanover and got that win at Brogdon Hall. So that was a tough one. And, Ashley beat Hanover and set them on their two-game skid last Friday night. And so, this is going to be an interesting ball game. I'm really excited to see it. And the thing is, this is the third game these teams have met, and Ashley has taken the L both times. And it's been substantial, 48-39, 42-29 in the Brogdon tournament. So this is that, you know how it is, as tough it is to beat a team 3 times. Well, we're going to see if the Hoggard Vikings can do it tonight. China Cotton jumping against Aaliyah Thompson. And the Screaming Eagles win the tap. Our referees for tonight. Head man is Gene Wanick, Mr. Frank Brill, and they're accompanied by Mr. William Johnson.
And I do see Hoggard start off in their patented zone.
And a good job by Aaliyah Thompson stuffing Dana Craig there. Emma on the other way. Backus. Jada Backus comes in with 6 steals and kind of does, everything for the Lady Screaming Eagles. She's one of their leading scorers. She's got one of their leading rebounders, as well as leads them in steals. And that's going to stay Screaming Eagle basketball. And I don't know if you've gotten a chance to watch Coach All on the sidelines before. He's very animated, and I enjoy watching him. You know when something goes right, and you know when something goes wrong with him. And there's a backcourt violation.
Well, I can tell right now. I'm telling you, he's very animated. He knows his basketball. And I obviously remember those Georgetown years, so it's really nice to see him do his work on the sidelines.
Certainly, and of course played for John Thompson, the legend.
See Ashley's in his zone as well.
Yeah, Ashley was come out and run a little 2-3 as well as a 3-2, and then they ran a little 2-1-2. Bueller left alone for three. In and out, boarded by Dana Craig. They come the other way. And I like freshman Lola Lovett, number 22 for the Screaming Eagles, here with the ball right now. Not shy, definitely not shy.
No, when I saw her at the preseason workout, their Friday night lights, I guess you call it, she did a great job. I said, gosh, she seems like a lot older.
Yeah, she definitely plays much more mature than a freshman. And a little stalemate on offense, in and out, and both teams battling back and forth after we go under 2. 2 minutes going, Emma Haywood will pull it up.
It's like both teams are dissecting this defense rather to see what they can do.
And, you know, these conference games, crosstown rival games, feeling each other out and getting the jitters out as well. Dana Craig with the big block.
Looks like an old Myrtle Grove versus Myrtle Grove back. That was nice.
Yes, that was. That's, you know, Emma Haywood was an 8th grader when Dana Craig was a 7th grader.
Yes.
Playing for Coach
Nice
McLaughlin.
nice pass. Great block as well.
Yeah, and that's Jada Backus.
Such an athlete. She really is. I'm glad to see her back out in the court.
Yes, there's a TO called by Coach All. That's a 30-second timeout. And, you know, we've seen it in the Star News, and Jada had some trouble with eligibility, and, you know, they've gotten that squared away. And, you know, the thing that you really want to look out for, because she did lose, you know, pretty much a year of basketball, is that it's for the kid.
Yes.
And you know, she's now back out there. She's the leader, you know, for the Screaming Eagles. You know, she's the senior. She's at 11. She's got 5 boards, 5 steals, and, you know, without Jada Backus on the court, this team is going to struggle a little bit.
They are,
especially with the loss of Carly Higgins, who has decided to leave the team, and Jada has really taken up the point guard position, and I like the way she runs the point guard.
Yeah, very steady, very confident young lady with the ball out there.
And you got to watch her at the top of that zone.
Cat quick.
And she's got long arms.
Yes.
Poteet, the lefty, pulls it back out.
Oh, nice deflection.
Coach All, I think he just kind of settled his girls down on that TO and let them know it was okay that it's 0-0 with 3 minutes going by. Haywood with the head fake. Good D by China Cotton.
Way to move your feet. Move your feet. No need to use those hands.
We saw a good game at Myrtle Grove yesterday between an aggressive Virgo team and the Myrtle Grove Gators, and the Gators were able to get a W. And there was one thing that I heard our coach talking about was telling her girls the pump fake. You know, get them up in the air, and you got to do that against a team that's aggressive and is going to go for their shot block.
Yes. I was impressed with Virgo. I think they have a lot going on for the future there. I really think that school's going to turn around. It's really great for them.
Yeah, I was impressed by number 2 and number 20, Montasia Sutton and Cabrera Bryant. And they're battling here. We got an alternating possession. Sessionaire is going to go with the Vikings. Coach All is going to sub.
Nice scrapping under the boards.
Maddie Crumpton entering the ball game, a senior. Haywood the trigger. Mr. Ref's already talking to the girls about the body going on there.
You mentioned arms earlier. Dana Craig really does also have nice long arms, and she's able to play defense like that without fouling.
And they did a good job stopping the Vikings as we go 4 minutes going by, and we're knotted at 0.
It has to be one of the first times I've ever seen this in my years back here as a student, as a coach.
Yeah, I like the one thing we have seen is we haven't seen anything slow down. Bam! Emma Haywood is fouled on the 3.
That was nice.
And Emma will shoot the bonus. That's a foul on Lola Lovett. That's her first, and that's the first team foul of the evening.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Gale was probably a little disappointed with that. Students know to go out, players know to go out with a hand up. You don't want to foul that jump shooter, particularly a three-point jump shooter.
Right, especially when they splash it home, and Emma effective from the 3 ball. You can see Tara Poteet also shoot from 3 along with Julia Bueller. China Cotton, I like China Cotton putting it on the floor and going to the hole. Ball's gonna stay down here. China Cotton is a junior, and Cotton is a long athlete and is able to have a good ball game herself. China averages 10.5 points a game, 7 boards, 3 assists. And Coach Gale's going to need a big night from her tonight. Emma Haywood the other way. She's going to pull up, skip pass across the zone. And Poteet didn't have enough room to get off a shot.
Seems like the Screaming Eagles adjusted pretty well to that.
Crumpton.
Nice. Nice form, nice follow through.
And the ball movement was excellent. They got the open shot. And ball's going to stay down here. Thought she got a little arm. Backus got to get the ball in. Lobs it in Dana Craig. Aaliyah Thompson. Oh, and the travel is called. Good job by Aaliyah Thompson there, using that, establishing the verticality and not giving any room, and then they double down on Dana Craig.
She's in a tough position. I'm sure she probably hoped she could find one person open, but great defense by the Vikings that time.
And she wanted to go to that, she has that little baby hook, and she just couldn't get it off with the double coming. Leah Thompson, her left hand shot doesn't go.
They let them scrap out here.
And this time we're possession arrow, and it should go to the Screaming Eagles. The possession arrow doesn't look like it changed on the scoreboard. However, it is Screaming Eagle ball.
I do love to see kids hit the floor. I love that. The effort is excellent.
Yeah, you gotta love giving up the body, getting a little hardwood burn. Hit Dana Craig at the high post, flashing, trying to Cotton. Carly Barron. And that was off of Emma Haywood. We talked about Myrtle Grove. Myrtle Grove has 3 players represented on the Screaming Eagles floor, on the floor for the Screaming Eagles now, and then of course for the Vikings, Emma Haywood, number 34.
Yes, we could almost have the Vikings versus the Black Knights here.
Backus.
Hits that 3 with a little hand in her face. Way to follow through with that.
And that puts the Screaming Eagles on the scoreboard. Poteet splits the middle. Stuffed by Dana Craig. That's her second block.
Great hustle back.
And Huckabee, she's fouled by Craig. Madison Huckabee.
Nice bounce pass, nice bounce pass. Looked like Coach Gale's a little upset. Thought there might have been some steps, but that wasn't the call.
Yeah, she looked like she got a little out of control. She bobbled the ball, but she got bailed out. And Madison Huckabee can't convert on the first one. Dana Craig, being the size they can bring Faye off the bench, and she's done a good job as a supporting cast, but they really need Dana Craig in there for her size.
Yes. You know, one of the rules I do like, rule changes this year, that the kids can actually start the box out for a rebound at the shot instead of waiting for it to hit the rim.
Yeah, and it makes for a little bit more action and more opportunity to get the bound. And
oh, that was a tough collision there.
And that was Emma
Haywood. Let's see if she gets up.
Emma's tough.
To that full court press is definitely affecting the Screaming Eagles.
Emma removes the headband. Coach All checking to see if she's had a good. She gave her the thumbs up.
She's a tough girl.
Yeah, I mean, I would have put her, when she was an 8th grader at Myrtle Grove, I'd have put her up against any one of the boys players one-on-one.
Yeah, one thing I remember about her when I first saw her, she had that walk of confidence. And, you know, me and you used to imitate that
Emma walk.
The Emma walk. It was legendary. And, you know, she's one that she put up. She did what she needed to do, and she shows it. And it's love seeing her mature and continue to grow as an athlete.
Yes, and she definitely certainly has represented that walk. And this time she picks up a foul. That's the Hoggard first team foul. And Backus to shoot 2. Jada's money from the stripe. And Jada Backus on the season. Backus shooting 60% from the stripe. And she hits them both.
Way to bring that percentage up a little bit.
And 1 minute to go. And here they come out in their little half-court trap.
Hoggard being very patient.
Good ball movement in the
Great pass, great pass.
Madison Huckabee.
And then it's really hard to move that ball swiftly like that for the back of that zone to adjust and get there.
And Huckabee does exactly what she's supposed to do. She stays in that position, waits for the ball to swing, gets it, and then goes right up. And then Hoggard applies her own press. And it's a carry.
Got a little excited. She saw those 2 points.
And couldn't quite tell from this angle whether or not she got under the ball. I know she got a high dribble, but they must have called her under the ball. Under 20.
Nice
Eagles,
pass.
good patience and trying to cut.
Yes, it takes patience, and she did exactly what she needed to do, trying to move to the spot.
And we got to get the shot off here. And they're not going to.
Not the best clock management. I'm sure Coach All will let his kids know that.
Yeah, they're going to have to work on that last shot offense. And Vikings lead 11-6. We're going to thank some sponsors, and we'll be right back with the second quarter. Tonight's broadcast is made possible with the support of Hendrick Toyota Scion, Century 21 Sawyer and Associates, Diana Corbett, Papa John's Pizza, better ingredients, better pizza, and CBS 10 WILM. Sam and Don will be right back right after this.
So here are the keys. Congratulations, it's officially yours. I'm sure you'll have many happy years here. Except for you, because you'll be gone 3 years from now, struck down by the same disease that got your father, so you won't be around for them. And sadly, it could have been detected early with a simple test, but you didn't have it. Okay, who wants to check out the backyard?
For a list of tests every man should have, go to ahrq.gov.
A healthy tomorrow begins with a solid foundation at home. And there are simple ways to start your kids on a path to success. Eat dinner together. Add veggies to each meal. Save treats for special occasions. And be sure to get up and play an hour each day. Help your kids make all of their dreams come true. Be our guest to healthy living today at letsmove.gov.
Turn over this log. Yeah. Whoa! I like the big black ones. I like the brown wiggly ones.
I like the green crunchy ones myself.
Whoa.
Get out and explore nature. There's surprises everywhere. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Anyone up for dessert?
Welcome back to James Heby Gymnasium here in Midtown, New Hanover County. And it's a cold evening, but we're inside on the hardwood with the Hoggard Vikings hosting the Ashley Screaming Eagles. And of course, the Screaming Eagles coming in at a record of 12-6. Vikings have a league leading 16-4 with a 7-1 in the conference, and Ashley at 6-3. And right now, Screaming Eagles trail by 5, and Emma Haywood has led the Vikings with 5, followed by Crumpton with a 3, and Madison Huckabee with 3 points herself. And on the other end, Jada Backus has 4 to lead the Screaming Eagles. Dana Craig, yeah, she had the jumper, she thought about it, got it into her head too much, and she should have just turned and shot.
I agree. You know, the first quarter, when she turned, there was someone in her face. I think she was surprised she was so wide open.
And this is 33 freshman Keely Britt entering the ball game. Last year, she played ball at Roland Grice, and now she's getting decent minutes as a freshman on the varsity. Crumpton.
Good size, good size. I'm sure she's a very athletic young lady.
And we're going to travel call? Yes. And Vikings go right again to that press. Good job beating it with the pass. Oh, and the scoop by China Cotton.
Impressive move. She's stayed focused and continued through the shot.
Hey, she did a good job using it, showing her strength and holding on to the basketball.
Yes.
She reminds me of a young lady that played at Hanover and was supposed to head to Charleston Southern, Capria Presley. I look forward to China playing next year. There's Julia Bueller, a 4-year starter.
Nice move to find that hole in the zone.
Yeah, Julia's a tough baller, a cross player as well. And there was a little toe drag, and the crowd tried to get the call. Love it.
Nice rebound.
Got to get the spacing right. Dana Craig turns this time.
Yeah, she's definitely ready for that. You know what I love? She fouled her shot up. Too many of these kids want to stay and look at it. She went to the hole to foul that shot.
Yeah, she could have sat up there by the free throw line. Instead, she was right down here under the mix, and she did knock the ball out, but she was still scrapping.
And I'm sure that's very frustrating to coach the shooter of all people. The easiest person on the court to box out.
Box out, yes. Backus, jump ball. That one's going to go Hoggard basketball. Well, excuse me, it never changed, and it's going to stay Hoggard. And still hasn't changed yet. Emma Haywood coming into the ball game. Yeah, we talked about the couple Virgo girls that were successful in that ball game the other night. We got a couple ballers out on that Myrtle Grove team too. Caitlin Brannon, she's a player.
She is a player. She knows the game. She's physical. She played smart. It's really like last night. She kind of just saw what Virgo was doing, and at last quarter, I think Coach McLaughlin said, "Take over."
And she did. And Dana Craig with a nice dump down from China Cotton.
Nice assist. Love that. I think high post, low post passing is kind of underappreciated, but those bigs love sharing the ball.
And that's the push on Craig. That's going to be her second.
Needs to be careful. It was a good hustle, but you know, if a guard had done that, a lot of times they can get away with that, but not the big girls, not the big guys.
Yeah, down low, the referee's right there on the baseline. That happens right in front of them. You know, we can't forget Blair Barefoot as well for the Myrtle Grove Gators. Both those young ladies, you know, I believe one had 18 and the other one had 14.
Yeah, they were challenged. They had girls who were athletic, they were quicker, but luckily they were taller and had good ball sense, were able to prevail. Blair's mother is a former Hoggard student. She was actually here when I was a substitute teacher here at Hoggard.
And I'll be joined by another Hoggard alum for the boys game, Mr. Tom Lamont.
Actually, Tom might have been here when I was a student here. I know him and Jim Whitmer are great friends. Jim and I also attended Hoggard High School. Tom's a good man.
Yeah, and I think Tom actually played for Jim Hebby himself. And did you play for Coach Hebby?
I was not fortunate enough. We had a joke here when I was at Hoggard. There was a big, giant Viking with a big axe, and those who got the cut, everyone would point up at that big Viking. So I was one of those that got the cut twice. I was a kid that could jump out the gym, but didn't have a lot of the individual ball skills and the shot that I needed at the time.
Tough pass entry.
Yes. God, Jada Backer, she hustles.
Right, she's all over the court defensively.
Yes.
And I thought that one was booted out of bounds by Emma. And
I think so as well, but hey, if the referee didn't see it.
And they skip it over, and
it's a good thought.
A little too much mustard for Tara Poteet.
Yep, Emma shows of her leadership. She said, let's get back down, play some defense, and get the ball back.
And Faye, number 50, has entered the ball game for the Screaming Eagles.
The Vikings have done a great job on the defensive board. They have boxed out consistently.
And, we know rebounding and defense, they win ball games. Backus with the long rebound herself.
That is a formula for success. I don't matter what kind of team you have. If you do those two things, great. Good job. Might have been a little over the back, but once again, it wasn't called.
China Cotton's fouled by Keely Britt.
A lot of times I've noticed the officials won't call over the back if the player doesn't actually box out. Just to be facing the board is not enough. You really have to make that contact and make an attempt to box out the rebound. Shooter, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to let you get up over top of them. And Aaliyah Thompson checking back in. China Cotton connects on the first one. And Cotton is Cotton. Hoggard staying in that three-guard set. Got a little weave. Tough pass into Aaliyah Thompson. Thompson with the left-hand hook. He's good.
Nice look. I'm telling you, the way they're playing out far in the back of that zone, that space is open every time if they hit the pass.
Yeah, when they reverse the ball and they come back straight into the middle.
It is hard to play defense that long, and it's very easy to kind of almost fall asleep back there, but great pass.
Nice unselfish play there.
Once again.
Julia Bueller is fouled, and she gets the hoop and the harm. Foul on Cotton. That's the 15th foul on the Screaming Eagles. And Bueller will shoot the bonus. Julia Bueller headed to Gardner Webb to play women's lacrosse. And she's now has 5 points on the evening.
Another very proud program here at Hoggard High School lacrosse team.
Yes,
boys
sir.
and girls.
Yeah, oh yeah. Aaron Redmond's done a great job with the girls lacrosse team. And there's a foul on Madison Huckabee. And it's the third team foul. Swing it over here in the corner. There we go. Lola Lovett with a good look. She's short.
Hey, once again, she fouled the shot. A little short.
One thing I like about Lovett, and I haven't seen her get frustrated by misses. She's a shooter, and she's going to keep shooting.
Yes. It's almost, I've noticed when Hoggard's swinging the ball from left and right, the top girls, Jada on that particular instance, kind of cheated over and gave that open three.
Yeah, a little trying to cheat aside. They got how they settle on this offensive set. Emma thought about it.
And Beulah is very patient, so she definitely knows how to look for her players.
Yeah, Julia Bueller, like I said before, she's a 4-year starter. Reminds me of many of the other guards that have come through, Mackenzie Edwards, Jenna Evans, in the last few years.
Yes.
And we had a Screaming Eagle foul. Lola Lovett picking up her second foul, and that's the 6th foul on the Lady Screaming Eagles, and they have one away from the bonus. Bueller left alone in the corner. She pulls up from 18.
Nice looking shot.
And there's Backus.
Those long arms.
All
Great
over the court.
rebound.
Keeps a dribble. Does her curly kneel. And
Yes, she does.
And that's a block on Bueller.
Yeah, a little extension of the arm with Lovett, but there's definitely, I think she was to the spot quicker than Bueller was.
Carly Barron.
It's a nice drive to the basket, just didn't finish.
And that's off of Huckabee's noggin. Mr. Brill will trigger the inbounds here underneath Screaming Eagle basket.
It's like the Vikings matchup. Man to man out of bounds. Oh, are they in man now? Oh, they are in man.
Backus just inside the arc. Jada has 6. Morgan Carpenter set to check in for the Screaming Eagles at the scorer's table. Madison Huckabee, and I noticed this the other night at Hanover. Madison Huckabee gets the ball, she goes right to the hoop.
Yes. That was a nice move.
Stolen by Thompson. Emma Haywood on the other end, finished the left.
Great job using her body. She kept the defender off. Perfect shot.
And Emma now has 7. Angel Smith in the ball game.
Another former Myrtle Grove Gator.
Yes,
the basket.
The freshman send me an Angel Smith. Gets herself a nice little bucket. I like the aggressiveness going right to the hole.
I think she has a bright future. She grew a lot from the time she was a 7th grader playing for the Gators, but I think Coach Gale's going to whip her into shape.
Yeah. I always remember Angel was a 7th grader, and Dana Craig and Carly got beat by 2 6th graders and a 7th grader in the Hoops for Heart 3-on-3 tournament. They were not happy. Emma Haywood's hammered by Jada Backus, and Emma Haywood converts. She's got 9. She goes to the stripe.
I'm not sure that was the best choice. I understand, wanted to give her a difficult shot, but you got to think about, am I going to be able to block that? Save those fouls, I believe in that one.
Yeah, I don't think she was stopping her. She was already there. And Backus now picks up her second foul, or excuse me, her first foul.
Maybe with no fouls, she maybe took a chance on it, but once again, Emma did a great job of keeping her body between herself and the defender.
Yeah, she's money from the free throw line. Emma now with 10. And reach by the Vikings. And it's going to be foul on Huckabee. And the 15th foul on the Lady Vikings. Carly Barron running the baseline, trying to get open for the 3. Jada doesn't want to pick up her dribble there. Good job by Morgan Carpenter, but Aaliyah Thompson got a piece on that one.
Emma's showing her emotional side. She's definitely a fighter.
They didn't need to hurry that much.
No, did not.
Coach All is going to call the timeout. Now this time we'll see if they can get it right as we close out a quarter. And if they can put a final shot together and make this a double-digit lead.
Yes, recognize 6.8 seconds. The girls are going to know exactly what to do. Let's see if the Screaming Eagles can defend it properly and keep this at a 9-point halftime game.
If I'm the Eagles, I come out in that little half-court trap and just to give them a little bit of pressure, not to get them an easy walk across the timeline, and then, of course, defend the three.
Right. I mean, 6.8 is a long time, but you do have to make them work a little bit for this last shot.
And they roll the ball out. Poteet guarded by Backus. Good pick up high. Poteet. And there's a push. And it works for them. They get a chance to shoot two. And that foul went on Carly Barron, her first. That's the 8th team foul.
I have a feeling Coach Gale definitely said, do not foul a shooter.
Yeah. I'm certain she did too. And Tara Poteet's money on the first. And she gets the roll.
Soft touch, nice roll. Ooh. And I think we had the opposite on the Eagles, I think.
Yeah,
so
I didn't realize there was 1.8 to go. And right now, Emma Haywood with 10 and Julia Bueller with 5 points. Madison Huckabee with 5 points send the Vikings into half with an 11-point lead. So we're going to thank some sponsors. You're going to check out some halftime messages, and then we'll be back with the second half right after this halftime message. Tonight's broadcast is made possible with the support of Hendrick Toyota Scion, Century 21 Sawyer and Associates, Diana Corbett, Papa John's Pizza, better ingredients, better pizza, and WILM CBS 10. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
Hello, little prince. Mother, what we gonna do today?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Phyllis Wheatley, an African slave known in Boston for her poetic gift, attracted great attention at an early age. By the age of 13, her first poem had already been published. In 1772, Wheatley met several British aristocrats who admired her poetry and helped her to publish poems on a variety of subjects. This background in literature has been brought to you by New Hanover County Schools on the Learning Network of the Cape Fear.
History's Timeline, a world of history in 60 seconds, brought to you by New Hanover County Schools. 336 BC, Alexander the Great becomes king of Macedonia and crushes a revolt by Athens, Thebes, and other Greek cities. 332 BC, Alexander invades and conquers Egypt and founds the city of Alexandria. 323 BC, Alexander dies of malaria and his empire is divided among his generals. 217 BC, Hannibal annihilates a Roman army at Lake Trasimene. 214 BC, construction of the Great Wall of China begins. This has been History's Timeline, an educational snapshot of the fascinating people, places, and events that have shaped our history.
The following program is made possible with the support of Diana Corbett with Century 21 Sawyer and Associates, Hendrick Toyota Scion of Wilmington, Papa John's Pizza, Port City Daily, and WILM.
Welcome back to John T. Hoggard High School and James Hebby Court. And Sam, we were talking before about Coach Hebby, and lo and behold, Coach Hebby is in the gymnasium right now, and that's a great thing. to see the man who's in the gym, and I believe he might be here because could be something happening with the boys team, and Coach Queen could be eclipsing his all-time wins record here at Hoggard High School.
Yes.
And it really was neat to see all the people come up and give him hugs. Yes. And I'm sure that he's a revered individual here at Hoggard High School.
He's a legend. He was Hoggard basketball. He's what I knew, and I wanted to come play for him here. Luckily, I just wasn't quite good enough, but I was involved in the program. I think I kept the books for the varsity teams when I was here, and it's so good to see him and to be able to tell him how I've been successful now as an adult, and just makes you feel good.
Yeah, and I'm sure it makes him feel good to see guys. I saw you walk over, and instantly he saw you, knew who you were, and guys got a big embrace, and that's got to, like you said, feel good on both your behalfs, as well as a lot of other folks here that are have a lot of ties to Hoggard High School.
Yes.
Back to this ball game. It's 27-16. Lady Vikes in the lead, behind 10 by Emma Haywood. 5 by Julia Bueller, 5 by Madison Huckabee. And on the other end, the Screaming Eagles have 2 players with 6 apiece, China Cotton and Jada Backus. Not much foul trouble, got a couple players with 2 fouls apiece.
I like a game where the officials let them play a little bit. I hate to see the Stars sitting on the bench.
And Bueller can't hit the pull-up. Jada Backus goes the other way.
Another rebound for Jada. For a guard, she is a great rebounder.
There's that little baby hook by Dana Craig, and China Cotton can't get the follow-up. Emma Haywood comes the other way. And we're talking about legends, and a lady who is a legend in her own right, former UNCW player, and the first female varsity boys basketball coach in North Carolina, Coach Sheila Bowles, also in the gym.
And Coach Bowles gave me my first opportunity to coach high school basketball. She's always special to me, and she knows her basketball. I'm telling you, this lady knows basketball.
Certainly does, and that was Aaliyah Thompson with the left-hand hook. Lola Lovett, she's short. Tara Poteet's coming the other way. And a good job slowing up.
Ball movement is still very crisp. Nice pass. Nice left. That was some good teamwork there.
Yeah, Julia Bueller with the sweet leave. And Aaliyah Thompson now with 6 points. Carly, that's Lola Lovett again, not being shy.
Nice vision, way to look up court. And once again, nice block.
Yeah,
those long arms.
Dana Craig's got 4 blocks tonight. All right, really extending this lead now to 15. Money for Jada Backus.
Way to end that drought. Good shot.
And yeah, they're going to have to get some defensive stops in order to scratch back into this one.
And Hoggard does make it difficult for you inside and out. They do have the shooters, and obviously they have the effective bigs.
And they're patient on offense.
Yes.
And Leah Thompson, Lovett tried to screen her away from the ball, and she almost made a good play if she would be able to get a hand on it and smack it back onto Lovett.
Yeah, that always concerns me. I have a bad feeling that other player's going to knock it off me and the ball stay here. I think if I could have grabbed it, I would have grabbed that ball.
Yes, certainly, I agree. And Carly Barron, number 10, checked back in for Screaming Eagles along with Angel Smith. Barron's fouled.
Went to the hole hard. Might have been a little bit of travel before there, but.
And the foul goes on number 31, Aaliyah Thompson. That's the first team foul on the Vikes, and Aaliyah Thompson's first team foul. And this is one place that the Screaming Eagles are going to have to score from, and that's the free throw line with the clock stopped.
Yes, you got to get back in the game with the freebies. That's why they call them free throws.
And Barron misses the first as the Ashley Screaming Eagle boys head to the locker room. Good block by Thompson, but the foul is called. Thompson thought she got a lot of ball. Thompson now picks up her second team foul. Dana Craig's going to shoot 2. And Craig. And she gets a kind roll.
Nice touch by the big girl. Nice touch.
And Dana Craig coming in at a 30% free throw shooter. So this is all gravy here for her to get two free throws. Coach Gale's happy to see that.
Yes.
Craig with 4. See if they get a defensive stop and able to cut it back into single-digit lead. Jada Backus with the steal and the finish.
I think you would have magic touch there, Don. That's exactly what happened.
You know, when the mayor sets out to proclaim something, you know, it usually ends up happening. That's a little inside joke. This Principal Highsmith likes to call me the mayor every once in a while.
All hail to the mayor. Come see us over in Myrtle Grove. We'll fill you in.
Bueller trapped along the baseline. Haywood with the pump fake. Pull up at the elbow. Splash.
Nice shot. You can tell she's worked on that. Took that shot fake. I mean, the kids really don't appreciate being able to do that. Everyone wants to block shots, but you give them that fake, particularly at the high school level.
And she does it without traveling, which, you know,
Yes.
is one of the times we do see the travel call often called was the shuffle of the feet on the head fake.
Often, yes.
Carly Barron into Dana Craig. Dana Craig back up top. Lola Lovett. Lovett keeps firing.
She does.
And Screaming Eagles get the board. Oh. Fade away by Carly Barron. Another rebound for the Screaming Eagles. And that's Lola Lovett getting fouled. And that's another foul on Aaliyah Thompson. That she quickly picks up 3 here in the third quarter.
Definitely need her out there. She needs to be a little more conservative with those fouls.
Yeah, and that allows them to stay big, you know.
Yes, and once again, what you're saying, it gives Ashley opportunity to get back in the game without any time running off the clock.
And Keely Britt thought about coming off the bench. And Lola Lovett converts on the second one. Vikings running. They'll swing it one more time. Good dump down.
Oh!
And there's another foul.
Could that be 4?
That is 4.
Wow.
And he's definitely going to have to get Britt into the ball game.
That's one of those, if I could take it back, I'm sure she says she wish she would have.
Yeah, I think she just kind of lost her footing, and then she kind of just fell forward into the other player.
Right. I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen with the bond when Hog gets a new gym built. I think that'll be great for them.
Yes, this gymnasium's been around since '68, correct?
That is correct. It's a slight bit antiquated, if I'm using the correct word.
And of course, I think Laney is also set for getting a new gymnasium as well.
Yes, definitely need it. It's going to be great for both. I mean, as you know, we open our gym for the Hoggart JV boys to practice because there's not enough gyms, and Roland Grice does for the JV girls.
Yeah, just to get them the court time. Emma Haywood, good job going to the rack, and she's fouled. Who's going to pick that one up? Is that going to be Dana Craig? Yes, and that's Dana's third foul.
Wow. And Coach Gale just said exactly what I try to tell kids when I coach. Just put your hands up. If they make a difficult shot, great for them, but don't give them a foul.
And especially the way Emma shoots the free throws. Emma now with 13. Yeah, you know, yesterday we were leaving the court in Myrtle Grove. The referee goes, hey, when are you guys going to get a full-size basketball court? And I said, yeah, it's a little tight over there in the corners. He's like, oh, yeah, it's scary running up along the benches.
Yeah, a lot of folks, if not from Wilmington, Myrtle Grove was the very first school built under the middle school concept, and then it wasn't about competition. It was about intramurals and just learning the game of basketball. So the court was smaller. Nice follow-up.
Dana Craig picking up her 6th point.
So that will definitely be one request I will have to the facilities planning. I want a regulation-size court. Don't care about the bleachers. Give us a regulation-size court.
And there's the defensive stop that they needed. And, you know, chance right now with a 3-ball and cut this to a 4-point ball game.
They have scrapped back in there. I guess we'll see if the 4 fouls on Thompson's going to make a difference. I think Hoggett has enough to overcome that, but you never know.
Yeah, I mean, and Ashley's definitely going to have to go inside. And to Craig, to China Cotton, and the freshman Keely Britt is going to have to step up and be that big person in the middle for the Hoggett Vikings.
Yes.
And, you know, while we're in this timeout, you know, you mentioned earlier, you know, you're one of the things that is going on right now, you do have a son on the varsity team, and Alex is also the middle linebacker on the Ashley Screaming Eagle football team, and you're undergoing one of the processes that many parents just wish their children have the opportunity, and that's getting colleges to talk to you and coming and looking at your son. And I know you're real excited about it. I'm really looking forward to hearing where Alex is going to land, wherever he lands, if he plays football or not, if he's just going to college, because I've seen the kid for a long time now. But how's that process? Is it tough?
It is tough. And for us, what happened, he was a late bloomer. He was not even looked at. He didn't start varsity until his junior year, so he was behind the 8 ball. We didn't know the game or the camps, so a lot of things we didn't know to do to get him seen. So we're playing catch-up, but one of the good things about him, we never talked about earning an athletic scholarship. We talked about being a student, being the best student you can be. So academically, he's in a place where he'll be able to play ball somewhere, either off, or he'll look at the walk-on opportunity if that doesn't work out, getting the offer he wants. But the kid's 6'3" and still growing, and only 17, which is pretty young for a senior.
Certainly is. And we wish Alex all the best of luck.
And just getting the opportunity to play basketball was because he grew, and football gave him that maturity. Good decision, no foul, good decision.
Yeah, very smart play by Backus. He can't pick up that 2nd foul, and Emma Haywood now with 15.
A lot of times I'll tell the kids, don't lose this battle to win the war. Don't waste a foul there. Just play the game. Maybe you'll get the break later. Good pass.
And China Cotton is fouled by Tara Poteet. Poteet's first. That's the 15th foul. And China Cotton, you know, going to keep this lead in single digits. It's back to 9 now. Cotton, nice stroke by China.
Really nice, really nice.
And China Cotton on the season shooting 65%.
You have a lane violation.
So no basket on that final make. It's a minute left in the 3rd. Emma drives.
Nice kick out, but good deflection. Like Carly Barron had her hand in there.
And this time the Vikings take the air out of the ball and are set to wait for the Screaming Eagles to jump them. Coach Gale calls Carly Barron out and get the 5 count started. Julia Bueller, tough ball handler, to get a 5 count on.
A little close there. Referee said there was enough distance not to have that 5 count.
And got to get the shot off the glass. And it's money.
Oh, what a shot.
Going to the nighttime teller. Tara Poteet knocking it down. And Poteet scores her 4th point.
And that has to be frustrating for the Screaming Eagles because for the most part they play great defense there. You force a player to shoot a tough, difficult shot and it goes in.
And and going to the glass, it works well. And we're gonna head to the fourth quarter. Before we do that, we're gonna thank some sponsors. Tonight's Ballcast is sponsored by Hendrick Toyota Scion, Century 21 Sawyer and Associates, Papa John's Pizza, better ingredients, better pizza, and CBS 10 WILM. Don't go away. Sam and Donald will be right back with the fourth quarter finish.
Nicole, I've been a teen court volunteer for 4 years. Teen court is an alternative system of justice. It is a court where first-time offenders are tried by their peers for misdemeanor offenses. Student volunteers assume the roles of attorneys and jurors. This process empowers our generation to take responsibility for problems of crime and violence in our schools and community. If you know someone who may benefit from teen court or would like to become involved, please visit the Community Mediation Center on the web or call 362-8000.
The obesity epidemic is making an impact on the food industry and consumers. Everyone is thinking about healthier lifestyles. I'm Imer Smith, Director of the Child Nutrition Department. You can start living a healthier lifestyle by choosing resources such as ChooseMyPlate.gov. That will help determine if you and your children are eating foods from each of the major food groups every day, receiving plenty of nutrients and consuming the proper portion sizes. You can also follow the National Fruit and Vegetable Program, which encourages us to eat a variety of fruits and vegetables each day. Research shows that children are more willing to eat healthy foods and be active if their parents and other family members set an example by doing these things first. I invite you to visit us on the web and take advantage of our nutrition resources and learn more about how child nutrition works each day to provide attractive and nutritious meals at an affordable price in a clean, friendly, and inviting environment to all students in New Hanover County schools.
Welcome back. James Heby Gymnasium. 38-28, Vikings lead. And I notice our substitute deputy working overtime, spending the day at Myrtle Grove, and now she's spending the night here with us at Hoggard High School. Deputy Gail McMillan.
Gail was Johnny on the spot today. She was there for a situation that only she could handle, and it was great. And she even said she'll be back tomorrow to help me with another issue that a Deputy McMillan special. Yeah, she's been around for quite some time. She was the deputy at Virgo when I first started coaching there in 1994, and I love having good conversations with her. Yes. No question, like a little bit of a walk there. Yeah, and it's a TO for Coach Gale. They really are extending that zone. And Coach Gale it's kind of trying to stop that turnover from happening with the TO. And yeah, I think she's talking about the pass fake. Sometimes that will get that defender moving in the direction you want. You can come back and that middle will be open because it has to be open. They really are extending pretty high out past the three-point line, almost like a matchup zone. And that's, Coach All has professed that defense is the way. He's a defensive guy. He's going to profess his team to play defense. And as I said before, that's really what got them that victory at Hanover the other night. Hoggart's very, very fortunate and lucky to have BBall All as a coach here with his knowledge. This is passion. I love that. Yeah, I mean, you don't find many D1 guys as successful as he was, and then a Senegalese national player. And I've noticed he's even coaching American football now too. That's right. That's right. I saw him on the sideline with Coach Braswell. Yeah, I always have to give a shout out for Coach Braswell when I'm over here. I was a teacher here. Ooh, missed that long one. When Coach Braswell started, and he basically got kids who would normally not play football to come out and play football, and look what he's done. Look what he's done. Yeah, superb program, Hoggard Vikings. When you think about Eastern football, you think about the New Berns, the Greenville Roses, and Hoggard's right there in that conversation. Yes. Also so happy to see him after the battle with cancer. It seems like right now he's in remission, and he's winning that battle, and he's a great person. We need more people like Scott Braswell.
And we get a blocking foul on Backus.
2-5, yep.
Yes. And Backus picks up her second. And that's a full timeout. Coach Gale. You know, you got to say, New Hanover County Schools sports, are some tough sports. Hoggart, longtime defensive coordinator, now going to be the varsity coach down at Ashley. He's going to try to, build that program, and hopefully he's there for the long run. And down at Ashley, you got good baseball going on down there. The girls basketball team has had some success over here at Hoggart. Brett Queen has had some great success over the years with the boys team. The girls teams put some good numbers up on the board as well. And you were talking about the girls lacrosse program down at Hanover. Coach Motzinger, left after kind of rebuilding that program for a number of years up at Laney. They got an alumni, Ashad Yeoman, coaching the football team. You got to love high school sports, and I will coin a Dr. Holidayism. It's the best entertainment in America.
It really is. It amazes me the people who don't enjoy sports. I guess I'm very biased, but in its nature, it's a team thing. It builds character. It's just a great thing, and I love coming out and watching high school sports. Love basketball. Always been my favorite.
And offensive away from the basketball.
Wow.
Madison Huckabee.
See another former Eagles in here. Coach Demick, who was the head coach my first 5 years at Ashley when I was assistant principal, and he's over here doing a great job with Coach Braswell.
And I believe he's a social studies teacher here.
Best history teachers we ever interviewed. Great. And Braswell's a great history teacher as well before he became full-time AD. And I'm a history teacher, or was, so there's something about that.
You got to support your guys here and there's Bueller. Nice. Tough shot.
Nice pass from Hayward.
Julia with 7 now. They've extended this lead back to double digits. Dump it down to Dana Craig. Dana Craig had Tara Poteet on her, and that's going to be back court. And no push called. Back court called on the Screaming Eagles.
That's a tough one. You want to touch it, sometimes you want to let it go. You definitely want to make sure you grab it before they pick it up and get a layup.
Another foul away from the basketball. That one's going to be on 33, Keely Britt. And the freshman picks up her second. And that's the 17th foul. And since that was an offensive foul away from the ball, we won't shoot the 1-and-1.
Definitely old player control foul.
And Screaming Eagles got a quick shot down the other end. They need to get a little bit better look if they're going to scratch back into it.
And the 12-point deficit is tough, but move the ball around, get a better shot. Nice look, Haywood. But even a nicer block.
Yeah, China Cotton sending that into the stands. She didn't do the Dikembe finger wag, but that was definitely not in my house.
Look, we might have had moving through the screen by the Eagle player that wasn't called. The Zebras have a tough job. It's really hard to see everything out there.
Man, that's a TO.
Uh-oh.
Full timeout. Coach All.
It is a full timeout.
And with 4:29 to go, Vikings, and pretty much control of this ball game from start to finish so far. And with the 12-point lead, I just think they need do a lot of the same and don't foul and play patient offense and possess the basketball.
Yeah, and you want to play your game. You don't want to play not to lose. When I'm saying play smart, play to win, and you have a 12-point lead. You know, one of the things that's very frustrating, I see some games, happens in middle school a lot. These kids won't play like they have a lead. They see a shot, I can get to the hole and take that shot, and they'll miss. Next thing you know, the other team's coming down court, scoring, and cutting into that lead.
Yeah, as long as you possess the ball, it's in your advantage with this kind of lead.
That's right. A little over half of a quarter left, but it's their game really to lose right now. But it should be exciting. I'm sure the Screaming Eagles will give them a fight down to the end.
Yeah, I think Jada Backus is going to have to put the ball on the floor and go to the hole a few times in the offensive sets.
I agree.
Come out in the man. Leah Thompson back in the game with 4 fouls.
Ooh. Calculated risk, but at 4 minutes left, I think it's probably a good move.
Huckabee, good position.
Yes.
And a putback.
She definitely outworked Lovett on that one and got in position and got that ball.
And that's Huckabee's 7th. Step back by Lola Lovett.
Nice shot.
Lola Lovett on the all-name team.
See Haywood moving around into the basket without defender. That's not a good sign. Nice look. Good no foul.
And there's a alternating possession. It stays with Hoggart. Coach all orchestrating from the bench. As the little left hand, and Dana Craig picks up her 4th. Leah Thompson headed to the free throw line.
And you want to keep that verticality. It's very, very hard not to reach down thinking you have that block.
And she just kind of slapped down just a little bit, got a little piece of arm. And a little one-hand shot by Aaliyah Thompson's good. Aaliyah now has 7. And she's got 1 more to go. Crumpton enters the ball game. And Carly Barron takes a seat.
Wow. That's a coach's nightmare for the offensive team to get that rebound on a free throw. I want to give Venus Leon some props sitting over there, another former Myrtle Grove student. Hasn't gotten in, but I'm sure she's a emotional, spirited leader of the team.
Oh, yeah. I know it. I talked to Venice after the Hanover win, and she said, you know, they were really excited taking over first place.
That was big. I mean, New Hanover looked invincible for a while.
Yeah, I mean, they were sitting on top 6-0 in the conference and 15-1. And next, you know, they've taken 2 losses here in the last week. You know, Coach Dixon Wright, she didn't really have an answer for it either.
Uh-oh. I think we call a foul on, yes, that's Thompson, I think.
And that is Leah Thompson.
Wow. That's a tough way to foul out.
So Thompson disqualified for total fouls. And number 14, Venice Leon, does check in.
Oh, I think I just wished it right. Now Venice is in the game. Number 14.
Venice of the famed GOAT play by Lucas McLaughlin. Yeah, nice job by China Cotton getting the finish. And
she kept it high, which a lot of the bigs, boys and girls, want to bring it down, making these guards basically 6 feet tall. She kept it up high, which was very smart, and got the putback.
Yeah, now she has 11 on the evening. And Coach Gale has called a 30-second timeout. And yeah, they've cut it back down to 9. And under 2, she's right there ready for them to make a run. Defensive stop this time down. And good look on the other end. They're right back in the ball game.
Correct. You almost want to make Hoggett play a little faster than they want to play because they can easily dribble this game out. But you want to move the ball. Hopefully there'll be a few turnovers and maybe even a not so smart shot.
And here comes the press. And Bueller's going to try to break it on her own. Got to watch Backus up there. Go for the steal.
Long hands. Nice movement, nice movement. Uh-oh. Pick the dribble up, that's what you wanted.
Venice open in the corner.
Oh, nice move. Good decision, good decision.
Yeah, recycle it, kick it back out.
I think they might have missed a double dribble on that.
And Carpenter fouls number 10, Mia Boone. Freshman Mia Boone will shoot 2. Morgan Carpenter picks up her first. And that's only the 4th team foul. And Boone set to shoot the second one. Boone extends that lead back to 11.
Like we've had some good contributions from the freshmen from the Vikings. That's a good. I mean, I love the opportunity of the freshmen playing up, but definitely playing makes them better. So it looks like they are getting an opportunity to play out there.
Screaming Eagles can't get to work on the offensive end. Good defense by the Vikings.
Definitely.
And they just spread the court. Screaming Eagles are going to be forced to foul. It's going to be a TO.
Coach Hall wants to make sure these ladies know what to do in this final 121.
Yeah, and that's a good timeout because they're going to spread the court. You could pretty much suspect that Coach Gale's going to have them foul because they do need possession of the ball, and Hoggart doesn't need to shoot the ball unless it's a layup.
Right. That was one of the things I even preached in rec ball. When you have a lead, particularly with less than 2, a good solid lead, all you need are layups. I don't care how open you are with that 15-foot shot of that 3. You don't want to give them a chance to come back. It's all about winning the game. It's all about that W.
Yeah, it's a W. Doesn't have anything to do with the stats or you getting extra points or you looking good for your girlfriend in the court. And Emma is going to take a break, and coach has going to some substitutes. Number 20, Everlina Kelly entered the ball game, along with number 32, Sierra Drupel, another freshman.
And it's nice in these crosstown rivalries to get some of these kids in the game. A lot of coaches want to protect that double-digit lead, so they'll leave their starters in.
Oh, and you got to like him having the confidence in his girls to put these substitutes in to finish this last 120 out and still maintain.
Like we might have an injury on the left. Oh, tough shot.
Yeah, Sierra Drupel.
Good job. Good job, Sierra.
Freshman. And we go under a minute.
And they're still playing defense. They're still playing hard. You got to be proud of those Vikings out there.
Venice gets called for the foul. Actually, it was on Sierra Trupel, the freshman.
Wow. Looked like Venice as well to me.
Yeah, and Lola Lovett picks up her 4th point. And Sam, to put you on the spot, we typically pick the player of the game. So the Sam and Don player of the game. My vote is going for Hollywood.
I agree. I think she did a great job being unselfish, and I love good passing. I love shooting, obviously. But, she was steady throughout. got a little emotional here on one call that she feels the referee missed, but I think Hollywood should be it.
Yeah, so there we have it. Number 34, Emma Hollywood Haywood, checks out the Sam and Don player of the game. We'll have to give her a pat on the back.
Do you remember the good old Holly Farms Chicken Award in Raycom Sports? It might be dating you. I know you're a little bit younger than me, but we used to, and I remember we would joke about the Chicken Award winner.
Well, we don't have anything other than a pat on the back for him. But Emma Haywood got down and dirty, got big offensive game with 15 points, and played good defense.
I think old Coach Queen has snuck up behind me, getting ready for his young men to battle, and he's also a good friend from way back. We coached together when I was assistant here. He's done an excellent job with Vikings, with his alma mater.
Certainly has. Coach Queen, you know, a Hogger graduate, and then was an assistant for Sheila Bowles for a long time, and has been running the program for a number of years now.
Yeah, we were on that bench together.
And you know, his Hogger Vikings are an exciting team, and I'm looking forward to that ball game coming up with Tom Lamont. And we already have Emma Haywood winning the player of the game. You know, Julie Bueller has a good supporting role with 7 points. On the Ashley Screaming Eagle end, you know, they were led by China Cotton with 11, Jada Backus with 10. And Sam, I really appreciate you stepping up and coming out and joining me for the girls game. And I'm going to make sure that I don't point you out screaming and yelling during this boys game.
Well, please do, because, you know, I am going to be a dad now. I love being a color commentator, but it's time to be dad. So.
Well, excellent. Thanks a lot, sir. And we'll see you next time. I'm going to be sure to ask you next time.
Yeah, maybe we'll know something then. And look out for, I joke with my son because the same number as Joel James, the big kid at Carolina. So I call him 4-2. He said, no, I'm not Joel James. So there's 4-2.
All right, well, we'll look for 42 and the Ashley Screaming Eagles to see what they can do against Brett Queen's Hoggard Vikings. Right after we thank some sponsors, we'll be back with the boys varsity action. Tonight's broadcast is made possible with the support of Hendrick Toyota Scion, Century 21 Sawyer & Associates, Papa John's Pizza, better ingredients, better pizza, and CBS 10 WILM. Don't go away. We're going to be back with the boys varsity action right after this.